Have you still got belly fat after months on end of dieting? You look back on your progress and you haven't made any progress. Your weight is the same, your before and after pictures are the same, and you're really frustrated and you don't know what to do. If this is you, this is the exact reason why this is happening to you. So typically when people first start getting into their fitness journey, they'll start working out a lot and they'll start eating healthy foods. They'll get to a point where they start to get frustrated because they're not seeing any changes in their body. Their body's staying the same. They go to the gym for months on end, weeks on end. I've trained a lot of people in the past and this always seems to happen to them. I'll be training someone and they'll say in the past that, oh, I was eating healthy and I was training a lot, but I wasn't making any changes in my physique. But when I looked into what they was eating, it was healthy. And I was looking at their training and their training was good. It was decent. They was training the right amount that they should. They was burning enough calories. They was pushing themselves in the gym, but they didn't really see any changes. But when I analyzed specifically what they was doing, they was eating healthy and thinking, oh, okay, because I'm eating healthy, I'm going to lose weight. But the thing that they was doing, they was eating too much of the healthy foods. So let's just say they was eating rice, broccoli, and tuna, salmon, all that type of stuff. They was eating too much of it. And they was adding too many oils and butters and eating a couple of handful of nuts and having peanut butter. And all of these little things was putting them in a calorie surplus or at maintenance instead of being in a calorie deficit. And they didn't find this out until I started making them track their calories. And when they saw this, they was perplexed because they thought that because they was eating healthy, that just amounts to weight loss, when in reality that's not the truth. In order to lose weight, you can eat nothing but junk food. I've said this before and I've actually tested this out on my other channel. Again, I'll insert the videos here. I was just eating junk food and I was still losing weight and I was still getting lean and I still got to the leanest that I wanted to be. I was just eating cookies, pizza, milkshakes, meal deals, and I was still losing weight because when it comes to weight loss and fat loss, it's only about calories in and calories out. Are you eating less than your body needs? A simple way of fat loss. You need to eat a bit less than your body needs to stay the same weight. That's all. It's not about health or healthy foods or this or that. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying to not be healthy. I'm just trying to make the point of when it comes to weight loss, it doesn't matter about healthy foods or unhealthy foods. It's just that unhealthy foods typically have a lot more calories than healthy foods. Let's just use a donut will have around 400 calories in a donut, and then you could have a lot more volume to amount to 400 calories. Let's just say a lot of rice and a lot of chicken for it to come to 400 calories. Or I can just eat one donut. That's why it's easier to put on weight if you're eating junk food, because it's packed with calories. So when I was speaking to my clients, analyzing how much that they was eating, I was getting them to measure everything. The amount of oil that they use when they cook, the amount of butter that they use, the amount of peanut butter that they eat when they have it. And it turns out that all of these little things was adding up, and then they could see 1 tablespoon of olive oil comes to around 100 calories. So let's just say you're making some food and then you're just pouring oil into the pan. That's coming to like 400, 500 calories in just the oil. So you think you're eating healthy, but in reality, you're putting yourself in a calorie surplus to where you're eating too much food, and then you'll start to gain weight or even just stay the same weight. Let's say your goal is fat loss. You're going to see the scale not changing and you're going to see the pictures not changing. You can train all day long if you want to, but if you're eating too much food, then your body is not going to lose weight. So the solution of this is to track your food. And this is what I tell everyone that I train. Track everything that you're eating, because it's the determining factor whether you're going to lose weight, maintain weight, gain weight. And additionally, weigh yourself every single day so you can see if your weight is creeping up or creeping down, and then you can adjust how many calories you're eating going forward if you're not seeing the results that you want to see. And additionally, take progress pictures. Just take a couple of pictures without your shirt on, just to see, and you look back, am I gaining weight? Am I looking the same? Is my body changing? You want to have as much statistics as possible when it comes to your weight loss journey or your bulking journey if you're trying to gain weight. Because if something's not adding up, then you just make those changes for it to correlate with the goals that you're going for. Track your food, track your food, track your food. That's the emphasis of this whole video. You need to track what you're eating so you can see the amount of foods that you're eating. If you want to lose weight and you want to get those abs but you've been training for months and you can't see those results. What you want to do is track that amount of food that you're eating, find your maintenance calories and eat in a slight calorie deficit. This is going to make sure that you're stripping away that body fat so that you can get the abs that you want, so you can get the leanness that you want, so you can get that vascularity that you want, and see the results quicker instead of training for months on end thinking that you're doing the correct thing and going all out in the gym but not seeing any progress. That's going to hinder your journey. That's going to hinder your mindset. But it's not the training that's affecting you. It's the amount of calories that you're eating is what's affecting you. And if you do this and you eat the correct amount of calories, you track the correct amount of foods, you're going to see the result. You're going to see those results that you want to see. You're going to get rid of that stubborn body fat. I can guarantee it. If you have any more questions concerning any gym topic, just let me know in the comments. Or if you need my help, additional help, and you want some coaching, message me. Go to the description. You can find out how to get hold of me. It's been your boy Aaron Fife. I appreciate every single one of you. And I'm out. See you in the next one.